Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading for December 23rd to the end of the year, end of the month, end of the year. Happy holidays. We made it. Can you believe this? We're here. We're here. All right. We're on the brink of 2025. I hope you saw your 2025 forecast. I'm still going to do a little something extra there too. And I want to make sure this reading, this forecast for you is, just as, maybe even more meaningful than the ones I've done in the past because we are wrapping up the year. And I really do appreciate you all being here. All right. Look at me being an emotional person right now. Mars is retrograde. I have Mars retrograde in my chart. Mars is your ruling planet. So you're feeling it a lot, Aries. You're feeling it a lot. Now, what does this all mean here? All right. We're going to go through all of them and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on one. This is just saying this is all about introspection. The aspects that are happening this week. We have that new moon, okay, at the end of the week as well. Obviously, we'll talk about it, but this is just being optimistic and staying optimistic, okay, for 2025. Not even glass half full, but glass overflowing. All right. I want you to know that because these squares, and I gave you a heads up in your monthly forecast, you might feel that squeeze here. So just continue to vibrate at this high frequency. You're going to attract everything you deserve because even though these are the dates, right? But remember, these are just the peak of the aspects. You're going to feel it all week, all right? Especially that Jupiter-Saturn square, all right? And if you are a cross watcher, I said this last week as well, mutable signs, yes. Jupiter, you got Jupiter and Gemini, you got Saturn and Pisces, Mercury and Sagittarius, Virgo as well are thrown in the mix. They're going to, feel this week the strongest. And then you see that we have Venus square Uranus, fixed signs, they're going to feel that the most there. Okay. And that would be Taurus. If you're a cross watcher, if you read for rising moon, that would be Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo and Scorpio. And obviously this new moon is going to affect you the most, but remember, I'm going to do a second spread for you. I'm going to really own in on this new moon for you because it is kind of tricky. So I want to talk you through it. Now, you see on Tuesday, December 24th, that's when we have Jupiter square Saturn. It is exact now. And, obviously if you celebrate Christmas Eve, this is, happening at that time. Remember, Jupiter expands, Saturn contracts, right? Jupiter amplifies and Saturn reduces, it restricts. So this is all about your beliefs. This is all about your beliefs, okay? Because you've got Jupiter and Gemini, Saturn and Pisces. Aries, for you, that's a lot happening here, all right? The way that you communicate, the way that you're processing things, going down on a very deep level, a subconscious level with Saturn being in your 12th house. That is the subconscious, hidden enemies, it's self-sabotage energy, it's all of that, right? But there's higher expressions of it, of intuition, like feeling this blast of intuition and using it, letting it guide you. Okay, so again, this is all about the big picture that you're working on for yourself. It's all about wisdom, okay? Things that you want to grow, it's all going to get a little bit of a test. You're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze with Saturn here. Saturn wants to see how committed you are. Okay. Do you know your limits? Are you bringing structure and stability in areas of your life? Aries, you've got a lot going on. So I really want you to explore that and spend some time, by yourself, by a lake in nature, put your feet in, the earth, touch a tree, talk to the trees, right? They're all alive. Have your moments where you really connect. Okay. So we had this aspect back in August. All right. So think about what happened in August. Now, we're going to have it one more time, June 2025, but then never again until 2036. So about another decade before we get Jupiter square Saturn, but it's part of the bigger cycle. And that's why I'm talking about this, because you're going to feel this squeeze. It's part of the Jupiter Saturn conjunction we had in December 2020. What were the changes that were happening for you around that time, especially the, months following it, right? So it's all part of this cycle. It's all part of life. Okay. So a cycle that's helping you work through challenges in a way you're, coming out on top, being the best version of yourself. All right. Being practical, being patient, really going within. Aries, for you, like with what's happening for you. Just stay strong and stay true to you. All right, because you're going to be going deep around this time. You got big questions. You have big questions, and you're going to find those answers within you. Remember, Jupiter's at play here. Jupiter is optimism, so stay optimistic. And now you got Saturn, who is Capricorn's ruler in Capricorn season at play. Okay, Saturn saying, what are your long-term goals? What do you want? There may be some limits because it's Saturn who restricts that you just have to navigate. And Saturn even brings these reality checks with these type of aspects. Okay, so think about your long-term future. Saturn chronos time, right? So do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to get free ice cream for life? I mean, listen, Saturn's going to be like, okay, I'm going to see for myself. I'm going to test you. I'm going to see if this is actually what you really, really want. If you're really putting all your energy into becoming an astronaut, or is it just something that you're like, ooh, that could be cool. That Saturn's going to look for cracks. Okay. And remember, you're going to be feeling this all December and, moving into the first half of January, where we have the Mars-Pluto opposition. So that's why I'm just saying this is a time for you to go deep, dig deep, authentically, okay? Know that, maybe you don't want to put all your energy into getting ice cream for life for free. Do you know what I mean? So it should not be on your resolution list, not part of your long-term plan. So remember, Saturn will test you around this time, okay? All about discipline. And you want to show Saturn you're hardworking and committed to your personal and professional goals, especially you. Aries as well. Remember, Saturn is karma and Saturn does reward you. So think about this week. You're going to have some time and, moments where if there's anything you might have to change in your life, this is the time to do it, okay? To adjust to your path of enlightenment, your finish line, your goals, your end game, your legacy. It's all going to come in within. Okay. So like I said, we had Jupiter square Saturn. What happened around that time? And remember, Jupiter square Saturn, two outer planets that move slow. And so we've basically been feeling this for the past few months. Okay. We've, since it's fall. All right. So, and I've seen a lot of your comments. I know a lot of y'all are feeling this squeeze, and that's why I'm spending a little bit more time on this. Like for you in August, remember, your ruling planet was also squaring Saturn too. So August could have been a big pivotal moment for you, or even just, again, the weeks following it, right? Or, maybe even September and October, where you had a little bit of breathing room in October. But let me give you a real life example of what this Jupiter Saturn square is, because it's a big thing. Saturn, for me, in August, really, really tested me. Okay. At that point, if you're a subscriber, I had stuff happening with my dog, Ruby. Okay. By the time we got to August, I'd spent over $15,000 on all her physical therapies, her health, her mobility condition. I mean, that's weekly physical therapy, muscle shock therapy, acupuncture. I mean, the list goes on, like 2 different vets in and out. So as an Aquarius, where Saturn's in my second house of finances and money, I felt that squeeze, and it's not over. It's not like, I still have to, can put her in that condition where she's in a good place. So during that time in August, because I was going through that and I was still doing all 12 readings, right, for this channel, and I don't have any help. I do this. There's so many hours that go through the back end on top of my full-time job, where there were changes that were happening. I'm Gemini rising, so Saturn in, my 10th house. On top of that, I had been writing a young adult novel that I finally finished it. I was really excited. And that's when I had to start the editing process. Editing is, 80% of writing a book. And so that's where it's like the work really, really comes in. So you see that for me, August was really big. Okay. It was really big to the point where you may remember I was hospitalized. And so the day I got out of the hospital, Saturn was still, I remember we had other stuff happening too, but it was when Ruby tore a ligament in her knee. So yes, did I feel restricted? Was it hard for me to do your videos? Was it hard for me to do anything? Yes, it was. It was. And then over Thanksgiving, just, recently, one of my health conditions returned. And so here we go through the second Jupiter Saturn square. So here's what I'm saying is that if you can learn from what happened for you in August, September and use it, okay? Learn from it. Saturn is life lessons. This Saturn square is going to be a lot easier for you, okay? It's going to be a little bit, Saturn may be considered a malefic planet, by the way, but he is truly on your side and wants you to grow and thrive, okay? So, sometimes he makes you go through the hard way. So you've got to ask yourself, do I know my limits? And, through all these aspects, everyone's going to feel this differently, right? That, Jupiter Saturn square for you, that's a lot of subconscious work. That's a lot of healing work. That's a lot of intuitive work, okay? That you may be doing shadow work as well, and as well as communicating, right? Kind of like being in the zone when it comes to communicating with others, but you can actually change things right around this time. There may be something challenging your belief system with Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces in your 12th house, Aries. So have this very introspective journey. Remember, Jupiter is also retrograde. All right. So don't spread yourself thin. Okay. Especially with Mars, your ruling planet retrograde, all month in your 5th house. All right. So that's delays, that's pride, that's ego, that's questioning loyalty. I'll talk more about Mars retrograde in my next live stream because we are now in the thick of it. And it is going to be a thing for many months. Okay. Many, many months. So work with this energy. Don't let it work you. All right. And to be honest, the more that you find these aspects impact you, the more adjustments you might have to make. All right. So also, if you have a great memory, Aries, if you have a really good memory, think back to May to June 2016 when that was the last time we had a Jupiter Saturn square. All right. Before this cycle started in August. All right. Now, December 26th, we've got Mercury opposite Jupiter and square Saturn. First, let's talk about Mercury opposite Jupiter. This is fun. This is great. I love this. Okay. I absolutely love this. There's something here, communication wise for you. There's something here that could be really fun. Remember, we got Mercury and Jupiter, Saturn and Pisces. I'm sorry, Mercury opposite Jupiter, Mercury. Okay, now I'm having my Mercury retrograde moment. We have Mercury in Sagittarius opposite Jupiter in Gemini. So again, mutual reception here. It's almost like these planets are doing this, fist bump behind the scenes for you. So this is very nice, especially coming through, in the middle of all these squares, bringing this bouncy, fun, seeking higher meaning in life, the big ideas, having exciting, stimulating conversations around this time. Remember, Mercury is communication. Jupiter has always been the king of the gods, right? Because he was the wisdom bringer. So something here where you're becoming wiser, okay? Something that just really hits home, spiritually moving for you, knowing your truth. It's very, very optimistic, like wise owl as well, expanding the higher mind. All right, Aries. So just keep that in mind. I feel like you're going to have a lot of big conversations around this time. And, to be honest, Mercury opposite Jupiter, it's great. Stevie Nicks, right? She has Olivia Rodrigo, Barack Obama. Those are all people with Mercury opposite Jupiter. So again, fun. It's fun. It's super fun. They can talk, and people listen, right? So Mercury square Saturn, we literally had this 20 days ago. Remember that, okay? December 6th, just think about what happened around that time. Maybe not seeing eye to eye with authorities. This is a time where even there may be a part of you that's saying, I can't do this, or, you know what I mean? Like, so don't feel defeated with this aspect. Just go deep. Practice that patience. Know that you can do whatever you want, all right? Remember, you have the power to choose, and you can create your reality. So work with Saturn's rules. Don't fight it. Work with it. Okay. Saturn is going to reward you. Remember that. You wanted free ice cream for life. If that's what you want, you're going to have to work really hard for it. Saturn's going to test you. Now, Friday, December 27th, Venus will square Uranus. So now you've got Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, squaring Venus, which is currently in Aquarius. There is on this day a degree of needing freedom. Okay. This is a day of breakthrough, breakups, breakdowns for breakthrough in relationships. Okay. something here with money for you too, finances, money. There's something here. You could get unexpected news. By the way, if you're in a healthy relationship, you're going to be fine. You have nothing to worry about. It's more about doing something unique and spontaneous and fun. I want you to use this. Okay. So Uranus surprises, the unexpected, the great awakener here. Remember, use this energy, have your breakthrough. Okay. There's something here for you, Aries, definitely something with your self-worth. It's something that could bring out this confidence, depending on what you do. Okay. So it's really nice. Self-worth, self-value, but also, again, money, something here with money. Venus is money, squaring Uranus in your second house of money. So something with money as well. Now, we kick off the next week, Monday, and pretty much kicking off 2025, the second new moon of December, the new moon in Capricorn. Now, it's going to happen around 5:30 p.m. my time. That's Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. Just adjust it to wherever you live in this world. It's just going to, that's it, right? It's got to be on this day on Monday. What is that day? 30th, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is a very interesting, and the reason why I say it's mixed, well, first of all, you have a Saturn ruled new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season that will be sextiling Saturn. Yeah, this is big. This is really big, especially for career for you. Okay. This is all about setting those intentions. Okay. As I said in your monthly forecast, there's a little bit more of a serious vibe here in terms of you think you're going to be going through these motions of, okay, I'm going to be very disciplined about my future, grounding myself, feeling very ambitious, not only having a plan, but committing to it. Okay. Setting realistic, secure, long-term goals for 2025, especially with career for you, Aries. And if you're not here for career, remember, this is your 10th house, public recognition, your reputation. Okay. Whatever you're exerting your energy that you want to be known for. All right. So honors, achievements as well. So you're really, really setting yourself up. And I want you to, because remember, if you didn't see your annual forecast, I talked about this. The corresponding full moon that's going to happen in Capricorn in July 2025 is one of the best, if not the best full moon of 2025. So what rewards do you want to reap by then? Set yourself up now, Aries. Okay. Now, the other thing is this new moon is happening while all of these other, testy, squeezy aspects are happening. All right. And a few days after this new moon, we will have the major Mars-Pluto opposition. Mars is your ruling planet. Mars is retrograde. So there is definitely going to be something with your people within your tribe, your group, your communities. There's something here for you that could be tested, all right? Even family, children, all of that. So just don't get distracted around this time, all right? It's going to be a big thing. Now, okay, so there are a few other aspects that I'm going to talk about in your second spread, all right? Remember, what did that happen? Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign. It was that's so crazy. 9 of Pentacles. Literally everything that I just said for you just popped out. That long-term commitment and especially security and stability, especially with finances or anything that you want to invest. And oh my goodness, that's insane. Aries, what a big sign. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go through a little bit more in depth about the, full moon, new moon that's happening, but also the lunations. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. That card just flipped over and you got the Fool. So truly new beginning for you, Aries. We're gonna use those two as clarifiers. You see all that sunlight there. Oh my God, you're on a new. Let's get started, Aries. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries rising, Aries moon. Wow, that was insane. You got the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So it looks like a lot of y'all may be in a place where you are taking some risks, that is going to boost your confidence. Something that you're just like, I'm an Aries, I'm a leader, like enterprising, like I'm moving into a new place in my life. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the rest of December. Okay. Aries. Okay, so I do a traditional cult cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Aries, oh my goodness, you know I love y'all. You know there's gonna be a long reading because it is, you know, it's there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. All right, and what else was I gonna say? Oh, and remember, I would do a second spread. I'm gonna use a different deck, and we always want to see what cards come out twice, right, with the other deck. Yeah, I can't believe this is happening. You're good. This is you're just own it. Own this week. And it's almost like with the fact that you've got the North Node in your sign for the rest of the month, just a little bit longer too. Remember, it's moving in January. I think it's January 10th. You are definitely like learning so much about you, your spiritual journey, all of that, your destiny. It's all about you. Clear as day here, and this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You see, you only got one card. They're all court cards, right? And major arcana. This is gonna be a significant time for you. Other than what's in the heart of your spread, but we'll talk about that. You got the Hangman. Okay, so really love the fact you got the Hangman because you are looking different and having different perspectives. You're seeing things differently. You're thinking about, what do I want? Can I prioritize me? And in terms of doing that, what can I surrender? What do I not want to bring into 2025? It's all about having that new, fresh perspective, like I said, with what's happening for you anyway, right? Mercury and Sagittarius and your ninth house. That's big. That's even very philosophical. That's all about gaining that wisdom as well. Now, Saturn and Pisces, again, your 12th house. So you see how that's activated for you. Really, really look at the halo around us. That's a lot of enlightenment. All right, the Hangman here. All right, and the Hangman is attributed to Neptune. You've got Neptune with Saturn and Pisces for you, Aries, in your 12th house. That's exactly what's happening here. You want this big transformation. You're working on it this week. You're moving into the rest of the month, really going within. Okay, you know what's on the other side, and you can't wait. Now you got the Eight of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Yeah, that's what I said. Staying focused, staying committed, being diligent, being true to what your legacy that you want to reach, not being distracted. You got the Knight of Pentacles that popped out that said you're good to go. You keep working at it, right? Remember I said this is also a time to practice patience. Like the Eight of Pentacles, who is going to be successful, you're going to be fine. This is all work. This is you feeling driven, inspired, and even in a sense, like I'm picking up energy of doing things for others as well. Okay. Whatever you're exerting your energy into, it's a lot of people are on your mind while you do it. Okay. Now you got the Knight of Wands. Interesting in your challenge area. And so just listen, you've got your third house activated. You got your ninth house activated. I would just be mindful about travel around this time. Plans maybe a little, right? Or, someone that you're traveling with, maybe a little, but also secondly, someone that's important to you on your journey, on your life journey, your soul journey may also be a little like, when you're here and you're like, okay, we need to go together. Okay. So they may be in a completely different place, but that's the only thing that is, you're going to have so much power. It's not even going to be a thing, but I'm getting an energy of someone that's younger than you. It is a Knight of Wands too. So he is very and in your challenge area. So just second thing, don't lose inspiration. It feels like all this fire is going to spark up within you. You got the Wheel of Fortune in your crown. You got the Emperor and the root of your spread. Yeah, it's almost like changes are happening, and you are at a point where you are creating your reality, one that has all this good fortune around it. Okay, this new path. You've got a 10 here. Wheel of Fortune is also attributed to Jupiter. 10 equals 1 new beginning. Remember, you did get the Fool as well. This is like, wow, your life is about to change, but you're the one he's got to take that risk, right? And he's standing on the edge of the cliff, not even looking down. No, like that's how much faith he has in himself. Same with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, have that faith and that commitment, that courage. You're going to be fine. That confidence as well. Now you have the Emperor. Okay, like you will have confidence this week. Was it slay? Okay, I think that's what the kids say. Slay away. Okay, I guess that's a holiday reference too. Now, that's you. The Emperor is attributed to Aries. You even see your symbol, your little glyph here. The rams in the corners here. So power, authority, being the ruler of your own destiny. Boom. Ace of Swords in your future. You're about to have a huge breakthrough. big one, especially up here, especially with a conversation that you need to have. It's got to be something that you get really excited about. This, you're insane. Well, I mean, this is insane. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you. You're, I mean, if okay, in a good way. Like you're insane. Like that's amazing. Like this is own it. Claim it. This is amazing. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Why don't I just move along? Well, we'll move along. Aries, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, please. Tell me what's going on. And all that stuff. Like I appreciate all of that. Again, happy end of December. All right, so in 2024. Okay, you don't even you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine here. I don't even. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got the Page of Wands. Hello, that's really great. This is someone like you're inspired. You're feeling inspired. Okay, but with that Knight of Wands here, just again for you, I don't want you to lose like that steam, right? Like you even like going within introspection. Like if you go within for like a little bit and just like okay, now I'm just not going to be mindful or have that awareness. No, this is you're going to dig up so much more the more that you go within. Obviously, just you can do baby steps like 10 minutes at a park alone a day, like something like that, right? But I love that because it's showing there is this something new that you're really excited about that you may already be in the process of moving toward. I love this, and you definitely want change. Now, you do have the Five of Wands. Not surprised. This is a Leo card. Mars retrograde in Leo in your fifth house of not only family, but also children, but also like love and relationships. So this is just not seeing eye to eye. There may be a little background noise, around this time where you just got to be that leader. Be like, y'all, we got to rise above. We got to see eye to eye. We have to compromise here. Okay. So there even maybe some competitive energy happening in the background as well. All right. Now you've got that 2 of Wands. Love this for you. I love these 2 Aries cards that are coming out. 2 Wands. All it's saying is like, yeah, just plan. All right. You're planning, but take those risks that you know you need to take, especially if you're feeling it intuitively. Ooh, please take it. Okay. Because the 2 of Wands, that is planning. And, that's what I said December is. And even January, a lot of it's just planning your next steps. Okay. And so hold on to that. The way that he's holding onto the world in his hand, and he's got the best view of his future, planning things out, right? And so, yeah, it's like everything here is saying, I do not want to, remain stagnant, but I want to be in this power position. That's motivating me. What power position of power? Mercury retrograde again. Thanks, Mercury. Anyway, you got the King of Pentacles in your final outcome. Like you're going to be fine. This, like I said earlier, I was getting a feeling even before I flipped these over that there was something like connecting you, some goals that you have or ambitions or what you're inspired to do right now. Other people are involved. It may be for someone else, or you may be doing it thinking about someone that has inspired you. But either way, King of Pentacles, absolutely amazing. All right. This is someone he's the richest king. He's the richest king. You can't even distinguish the harvest from his robe. He did not get that robe at Target. It's custom made. That's how rich he is. Okay. So remember, you've got money stuff happening. You got money stuff happening. It's a whole thing. All right. Now, and when I go through the lunations, why don't we do that now? Okay. So the other thing I was going to say, you are definitely moving in a place of abundance. Okay. But I also mentioned spending time in nature. Like that King of Pentacles, I think that some things are going to come up, these moments of clarity, epiphanies, all right? But this is all about security. This is all about wealth in your physical world as well. That's what Pentacles are. So I love that. Abundance. I mean, keep at it. Now, Aries. All right, so welcome to the, now we're going to break it down. Welcome to, I'm calling it the Navigator, or maybe it should be the Compass, because I'm thinking like the Tarot ship. Anyway, your Compass. Okay, well, let's just get started. So some things that I want you to know. I'm going to just walk you through some things that I think will be really important for you. The new moon, like I said, all the cardinal signs are going to feel that, right? Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. So really take advantage of that. And don't feel, just work through those energies. Now, okay, December 22nd, we do have a last quarter moon. So again, this is all about planning and preparing for the new moon. Okay, so 23rd, I try not to like, just try to delay things that you want to initiate until we get around that new moon. You do have that 201 there. All right. So it's just manifesting, it's planning. But the 23rd, which is Monday, I love this. I want you to be extremely, extremely social this day. Okay. We have this, the moon's going to be in Libra. We love the moon in Libra, but we have this amazing air trine because remember, Venus is in Aquarius. You've got Jupiter in Gemini. So this is for you, Aries, a really good time to be very social. You may even want to make new friends. There's big energy around partnerships for you particularly, right? Because, Libra is your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, could even be something like legal matters are on your attention around this time, but just use this. It's so nice. Now, December 24th, I just want to let you know the moon is void all day. So fortunately, it is like a holiday that a lot of people celebrate where you're not going to be working anyway. Like I never, for instance, me, like whenever moon is void, I never take a Zoom call. Like you can't. I'll talk about a void. I don't know. I'll talk about void moons in another live stream. But Wednesday, if you celebrate Christmas, December 25th, the moon is going to be in Scorpio. Okay. It's going to be sextiling the sun. And so this is deep. Christmas or just Wednesday, December 25th, it could be like really emotionally moving. There could be some depth. Like you're going to have deep conversations around this time. Maybe some things coming to the surface. This is good for hearts to hearts, okay? Or heart to heart conversations. And then Friday, December 27th to the 29th, over the weekend, moon in Sagittarius. That's a lot of fun. Just remember, within the background, Venus will be square Uranus, but just have some movement around this time. This is just really great. That Sagittarius moon. It's fun. Okay, there could be some publishing and writing projects you're working on that you may want to work on around this time, but this is all about the higher mind. Now, Saturn. On Saturday, December 8th, Chiron will officially go direct. Remember, Chiron's been retrograde, the wounded healer, and Chiron's in your sign, Aries. And so that's why I like the end of the year for you. Okay. So this is kind of like a soft entry to Monday and then Tuesday. So we're talking about the end of the year now, the 30th, 31st. You're going to feel Mercury trine Chiron. So that's beautiful. That's amazing. Healing old wounds, right? Speaking healing words into existence with other people and moving forward with constructive conversations around this time. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you for this new moon in Capricorn. Again, really big new moon. And then I do want to see, oh, that card came out. And I'm going to use a different deck. I don't think I've ever used. So this is the Aquarian deck, and I really love it. Maybe because I'm an Aquarius, maybe because I love the artwork. David Palladini. Anyway, and we are in the brink of the age of Aquarius. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to do the new moon in Capricorn for you. Okay. I cannot believe this. Okay. You got all swords. This new moon in Capricorn. It's all up here, right? So remember, you had Chiron going direct too around the time of the new moon. There's a lot happening. So you got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So there's something here. It just, for me, and remember, you have that Ace of Swords here, which is so special in your future, right? That big breakthrough, some new beginning. And for a lot of y'all, it's going to be so cerebral this new moon in terms of like what you want to put forth moving forward, and you may have to do some things that are going to be hard, but it's part of your journey. Things are, there's something new that you want to launch. So it may be something that you are ending, all right? But some of y'all may experience something here with the you got the Queen and the Knight of Swords. I mean, that's big. That's really, powerful. That's courageous. That's bold. This is all about seeking your truth too. So there could be something with that Three of Swords here. Again, maybe something with a partnership. Remember, you've got the South Node. What have you got to leave behind when it comes to partnerships and relationships? It's in your seventh house. What has got to go? It doesn't have to be an actual relationship, or it's maybe even the way that you see relationships. Again, it does not have to be love strictly either. It can be career, business partner, things like that. One-on-one commitments. But yes, you're going to be processing a lot. use this energy, okay? Making really great decisions, moving forward, not feeling stagnant. All right. So, Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I appreciate all that. This is big. This is big. Um, I, I I don't even know what to. It's big. I mean, the Fool's coming out. You've got that Wheel of Fortune here. You have that Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, and your final outcome. I mean, Knight of Pentacles showed up. So you got the Knight and the King of Pentacles. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're about to have big changes in career, how you're being, recognized, things like that. All right. But it's nice. It's all moving in the direction that you want it to move. You're good. Thanks so much, Aries. Next week, yeah, we'll do January. We'll do January. And remember, January, oh my goodness, there is a lot happening. I don't even know how to even begin. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon before, right? So I don't have to say Happy New Year yet. I'll do that later. All right. So, Happy New Year. If anyway, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.